Hey there, good looking. Train all of your back muscles in this workout. You got it, baby. From your low back all the way up to your postural muscles, including the biceps. We are going to train everything today. Now you need a couple of sets of dumbbells, preferably a pair of moderate as well as lighter dumbbells, and access to a sturdy chair, okay? Awesome. Lace up your runners and let's go get busy. Hello there and welcome. I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com, and hey, I help women over the age of 40 get fit and fierce with workouts that aren't lame. So hey, if that interests you, click that subscribe button. I would love to keep working with you. And if you're part of the 25 and 25 challenge, welcome to day 9. How's your chest and triceps feeling today? Well, we're going to give them a break and train your back muscles with this workout. Now let's get down on the mat on all fours, knees apart under hips, wrists under shoulders, find neutral spine. On an inhale, allow the low back to sag, shoulder blades come together, head looks up. Exhale, push the ground away, tuck the tailbone under, shoulder blades pull apart. Good. Follow this rhythm of spinal range of motion with your breath, trying to really move through the shoulders and the spine, not so much through the hips. So we're starting out with dumbbell workout, and then we'll move into working the stabilizers and some specific postural drills that you're really going to love using body weight only at the end. Last 2 here. 1 more. And on the belly, tuck the toes under, keep the feet on the ground, extend the arms straight up, hands off the ground, pull the elbows in towards the rib cage, pull the shoulder blades into the back pocket, and extend the arms straight up. Do it again. Now at no time are my hands touching the ground, so my arms are completely elevated. I'm also, as I mentioned, have my toes tucked into the ground. I have my tush tightened so I don't feel any pinching in the low back. And the chest is slightly lifted off the mat, chin is tucked in, so the back of the neck is long. We're warming up into our posture muscles, in particular our lower traps here. Let's do 4 more. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands underneath the shoulders, on the knees for me. Drop the bum, so it's like a modified plank. Push the shoulder blades apart and around the upper back, and then pull the shoulder blades together. Protract, retract. So if you're part of the 25 and 25 challenge, we've did this before. We're training the muscles, in particular underneath the armpit and around the rib cage, called the serratus. Now, if you're able to, come off of the knees and let's increase the intensity slightly, get the core more involved, more body weight as we push the ground away, keeping the arms straight. Let the shoulder blades come together. Good. Last 4, 3, try to just move through the shoulder blades on this one. 2, and 1. Knees underneath the hips, left hand behind the ear, left elbow to right, inside elbow, and then rotate and look up to get into the T-spine. Good. Now let's bring the big toes together, open up the knees, sit back on the heels, and do the same thing. You got it. So this will lock out our low back so we can just get into the mid back, or what we call our T-spine area. Last 2. 1 more. Left arm down, right hand light behind the ear. Let's do it on this side. Good. Twist as much as you're able to, watching that elbow coming up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Let's do 2 more here. Last one. And come on up. All right, so we need our 1 heavy. For reference, I'm going to use a 15, and your chair, okay? We're starting in 20 seconds, so if you need a water, go for it. Take a look real quick, okay? Beginners, you're going to have 1 knee on the bench and perform a traditional 1-arm row pattern. Okay, intermediate advanced, we are going to do it elevated renegade row. It looks like so. You ready? We're going in 3, 2, 1, go. So If you're with me, you want that wrist underneath the shoulders, feet apart, keeping the hips quiet. If you're on your chair, keeping that elbow coming in towards the body. Good. 40 seconds are on the clock. As I mentioned during the warm-up, we have a series of dumbbell moves that's going to train the back and biceps, 2 rounds of them, and then we'll finish off with some really amazing low back and posture movement using just your body weight for the last part of the workout. Last couple of reps. One more. Time. Woo. All right, so other side, so either you're gonna bounce on the other knee or follow suit with me, other hand on your chair, ready, set, and let's go. Now this arm that we're pulling up, have it and slightly ahead of the shoulder. So we're getting a good length of the lat. When the timer goes, we only have 10-second breaks in between this routine, so don't fret. I'm going to cue you, but we do want to drop down and grab a lighter set of dumbbells for his bicep curl, okay? Okie doke. Last couple of reps. Time. All right, you need a pair of dumbbells in hand. Dumbbells are touching, arms are straight, and the dumbbells are in front of you. From this position, curl up for a hammer curl, keeping the dumbbells together and slowly lower. Now with bicep curls, a big cue here, we're not swinging. If you work out in a gym, you're going to see all sorts of swinging, and that's people trying to cheat out their last part of their set, which could be fine for where they're at. For the type of training that we're doing, though, I don't want you to sort of get into the swinging and cheating pattern. I want you to find a weight that's challenging, that you can lift. You don't have to cheat out the last couple of reps, and that you feel good with, okay? Now, if you have an option to even go lighter, we will for the next exercise, which is reverse flies. Time. So I'm going to drop down to 8 pounds for this. It's a hip hinge, knees are bent. Start with the straight arms for me. Now turn the thumbs so they're pointed away. Beautiful. Now form a half of a circle, bringing the dumbbells up towards the ceiling and back down under the chest. With the thumbs pointed up, that's going to get a little bit more recruitment of our lower traps, which in my opinion are probably the most important muscles to strengthen for both posture and spine and shoulder health. So lower traps here, getting some love. Make sure that you have neutral spine, belly button drawn in, yada, yada, yada. Perfect. Last couple of reps, and then let's get a heavier dumbbell for some bicep curls. Time. All right, here we go. I'm going to try 15s. Why not? Why not? Regular bicep curl as you know it, no swinging. Curl up, slow all the way down, full arm extension. Beautiful. Breathe out as the dumbbells are coming up towards the shoulders. That's the hard part of this repetition. Whew. Not swinging, rooting ourselves in the ground. Now I'm going to grab my 10-pound dumbbell for the next move, and we'll place one knee on our chair, okay? 10 more seconds. See if we can get one more rep in. Come on. Time. Good job, you. All right, I'm going to grab my 110-pound. Left hand, please. Right knee on your chair. Good. Now let's do that row that happened earlier, and then add a twist and a press. Now, I work with a lot of different people and have had for almost 30 years. This exercise can be super tough for some people with tight shoulders. If that's you, get rid of that dumbbell and let's work range of motion. This is really going to challenge the T-spine, your thoracic spine. And not a lot of us have a lot of rotation and extension in that. So work on that. And we do that pretty much in all my warm-ups. And then, sure enough, you'll be able to get this twist and press. Let's do one more. Time. All right, other side. So be aware, one side could be a little more challenging than the other. So what do we want first? Knee under hip, neutral spine, row up, twist and press. Good. We're trying to press it straight up, so the hand, elbow, and shoulder all in one line. A lot of control here. We need a pair of moderate dumbbells for a type of bicep curl you might not have performed before. Finish off. Time. All right, I'm going to use a pair of 10s. Start in a neutral grip. That means your dumbbells are facing you. Now, start with turning the palms away from you, curl up to the shoulders. Now turn the palms facing me and lower down slowly. Good. So they call this a Zottman curl. Palms facing you, and then rotate, palms facing away. So this is the last dumbbell exercise of the series. We will start with those renegade rows, or maybe you joined and you decided to place a knee on the chair for a traditional one-arm row. That's what's going on next. 10 more seconds. Slow and controlled? Good, just thought I'd check. Time. All right, so you can place one knee on the bench or one hand on the bench. Ready, set, start that working hand slightly ahead of the shoulder. Give me a good spread of your lat. If you're with me in this position, feet apart, we're keeping the core tight here. Elbow brushing by the rib cage. Nice. Last 10 seconds, come on. Let's get in one more rep here. Time. Whew. All right, other side. So this is good news. This is our last set of dumbbell circuits. And then we move on to the mat for body weight. Here we go, feet apart and pull up. Dumbbell touching, hammer curl coming up. I'm using my pair of 10s for that. Last 10 seconds. Keep the form, keep the speed. Come on. Time. Whew. Love that one. All right, here we go. Bend the knees to get those dumbbells. Stand tall, dumbbells touching in front of the body, curl up, slowly return back to start. Good. Whew. When they're together, it makes it harder, doesn't it? Oh yeah. Almost there. Reverse flies are coming up. I'm lowering down to 8 pounds for that one, so you may want to follow suit. One more rep here. Finish it, finish it. Time. All right, here we go. All right, set up for the reverse flies. Feet shoulder width apart, knees soft, hip hinge, thumbs pointed away, and come on up. Keep going. So I literally have my thumb pointed up. That's how I zoom in on Fitness with PJ YouTube channel. We're really high tech here. Now, engage those abs. What does that mean? Well, the best way I can put it is pretend somebody is walking up towards you. They're going to sucker punch you, and you're bracing for that impact. Yes, I know it's a violent explanation, but it works. One more time. All right, bend the knees, grab your heavier set. Let's try bicep curls. Everyone knows a curl, so palms start facing away, nice and tall in the body. Curl up, slow return back home. Remember, we're not cheating by trying to use the hips and trying to swing the arms. We're just letting those biceps do their thing. Row and twist coming up. This is where I dropped down to a 10-pound dumbbell, and everyone's going to kneel, half kneel on the chair to give some support to the low back and that front arm too. Oh yeah. One more rep. Come on. Time. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Let's do the left arm. Yeah? Okay. Just checking. Right knee on your bench. Here we go. Now left arm pulls up and press. Or maybe you were using body weight on the last set, working that T-spine extension and rotation. Wherever you're at though, when that arm is up there, you want the wrist, elbow, and shoulder in line. Time. Other side. Whew. All right. So start with that hand slightly in front of the shoulder. Ready, set. Pull in. Press up. Time. All right, Zottman curl. I'm using my 10s for this. Start with a neutral grip and then turn and rotate palms facing your shoulder, then rotate palms facing down. Keeping the elbows under the shoulders. Good. We'll shake out the arms in less than 30 seconds and then head down to the mat for our body weight movements. Do you feel your upper back as well? If you do, good for you. That means that you're recruiting those posture muscles and not allowing the arms to swing. Finish it. One more. Time. Nicely done. All right, grab a sip of water if you need it. Get your gear out of the way. Whew. Okay, so we're going to be on our stomachs for a lot of this. Actually, let's be honest, for all of it. Okay, we have 6 moves, only 1 round. As I mentioned, we're putting some focus into the spinal erectors, so the big grouping of muscles down at the base of the spine, as well as into your lower traps, what I said were a really important muscle group for shoulder health and spine health, and then into the rear delts. So this is a good little series. Here we go. Start on the stomach. All right, toes tucked in, like I cued you during the warm-up. Take a quick look. I want you to position your arms so they're in the letter W. Pull the shoulder blades together, lift the arms up, and then lower down. Okay? Beautiful. So get yourself set up on your stomach. Tuck your toes under. Now, here's the scoop. If you feel any pinching in your low back and tightening your glutes doesn't help, throw a pillow underneath your hips, okay? You're probably at home right now doing this workout. There's got to be a pillow so close by. All right, now, let's lift the hands. Get the hands and forearms off your mat, palms facing down. Beautiful. Now, let's lift everything up. Pull the shoulder blades together, and then lower everything down. Chin's tucked in slightly. Back of the neck is long. Once you've seen me, I just want you to look down at your mat. I know, not super interesting. I don't know, maybe look around your floor, see whether or not you got a vacuum. Make mental note of that later. Things to do later. But here we're hitting into those lower traps, mid traps, little rotator cuff as well. 40 seconds, and then we move straight into a low back extension. Time. Arms down by your side, palms facing down. Lift yourself up. Try to bring your fingertips to your toes and lower down. Still keeping those feet on the ground? Good for you. So we're just extending to the spine, reaching the hands down towards the toes as we lift the chest up. Now, if you want to increase the intensity, bring the hands light behind the ears and lift up. Hitting the big muscles down at the base of the low back, erector spinae group. Really nice extension move. Time. Extend the arms straight out, point the toes now, lifting the upper and the lower body at the same time. Swim the arms and the legs and go. Chin tucks in. Now we keep the arms off the mat. We keep the legs off the mat as best we can. Keep the legs straight too. So you're going to want to bend at the knee. Don't let that happen. Move through your hips. Point your toes a bit, just like you're swimming through water. We're swimming to that swim up bar that they got there. Order ourselves a margarita. Do you like your slush or on the rocks? I'm an on the rocks girl myself. Whew, come on. This one's tough. Try to keep those arms up. Don't touch the ground. Front of your thighs as high off the mat as you can. Time. Whew, that one was tough. All right, here we go. On all fours. Knees apart under hips. Extend your left arm and right leg at the same time. Then bring it in and touch the top of your thigh and extend out again. Now while you're doing this, draw your belly button in towards your spine. Tighten up into the core. Working balance as well as into the spine, into the core. 40 seconds and then we'll change sides. When we extend that leg, it's level with the ground, and then lead with your thumbs, so your thumbs pointed up to the ceiling when the arms extended and lined up with your ground. Time. Whew. All right, here we go. Wrists under shoulder. Right knee under hip. Extend right arm opposite leg, and then tap it underneath the belly. Extend back up. Good. Really press that leg back and away from you. Extend that arm. Can you get the arm and the leg parallel with your floor? Time. Last two moves. Here we go. Back on the tummy. All right, tuck the toes back into the ground, neutralize the pelvis, feet stay on the ground, palms facing down. Pretend you have a hurdle, and I want you to lift the arms up and hurdle over that. Now, while you do this, don't touch the ground. So you're lifting them up and down. Chin stays tucked in. Chest is slightly elevated off the ground, but you're mainly moving through the shoulders here. As they lift up, shoulder blades are coming together. Good. And really make a big hurdle. Arms stay straight and palms stay facing your ground. You'll feel this in your mid-back pretty darn quickly. Pretty darn quickly. Look at me. Time being all polite. All right. Hands underneath your shoulders for me. Let the feet go so the laces are pointed to your mat. Using your low back muscles, lift up into mini cobra and then lower down. Good. So try not to put too much into the hands. So when you're in this cobra position, you could lift the hands up and still stay up there, okay? Elbows are tucked in. This is our last exercise, and this is one of my favorites. If you're hunched over a computer most of your day like I am, oh, this is a good one to do at the end of the day. Time. Come onto the elbows for me. Place them right underneath the shoulders. All right, shoulders away from the earlobes. Look up ever so slightly. Let the hips drop into your floor and breathe. We'll do a few stretches, and then I'll add a video. If you've got some extra gas in the tank, hey, let's do a finisher. I've got a ton of different workout finishers on the channel, and I'll put one near at the very end of this workout if you're on the YouTube channel for you to try. Now, if you're enjoying this workout ads-free on the Over 50 Fitness app, heck, you can go into workouts and you can go into time, intensity. You can filter whatever you want to find the hundreds of workouts that would be great to add on after this one. All right, big toes together, knees are open. Let's sit back on the heels now and stretch out the spine. Extend the arms in front, forehead to mat, and breathe. Now, if you haven't tried out my app yet, Over 50 Fitness, the information's down below in the description to grab yourself a free 14-day trial. Be great to see you there. Now, lift up a bit, walk your hands to your left, place the right hand on top of left, right hip pushes away, and just lengthen out through that right side lat, as well as arm too. You can feel it through your arm. And other side, left hip pushes away. And seated or kneeling, whatever feels best for your knees. Left arm across the chest. Take that other one and just press it in. So thank you so much for joining me. And if you're part of the 25 and 25 challenge, well done! Day 9 is done. And if you didn't get in on that challenge, the information's down below. You can grab my 21-day fitness challenge. That one's always running, and all the information, as I said, is down below, as well as any other info. If you're wondering, you know, what tools do I use, what equipment, I've got links for everything down there. Other side. Now, if you've been to the workouts in the past, hey, come and check us out on Patreon. Come and join the amazing community of men and women from all around the world there, and they get extra perks and benefits for being a part of that community. The information is, you guessed it, down below. Shake out the arms. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, stick around for the last few seconds. The workout that I recommend if you're on YouTube, I think you should do if you got some extra gas in the tank. Otherwise, a big mwah to you, and I look forward to working out with you next workout. Bye.